One of the keys to success on my weight loss journey has been eating this one thing. Stay with me, guys, and I'll tell you all about it. Hi guys, thanks for being here with me. Now, if you are here for the first time, then a huge warm welcome. But if you've been here before, thank you for coming back. And you'll know that on my journey, I have lost over 175 pounds in weight. Now, that's well over 12 stones. And there's a couple of key things that has helped me. One is being committed. Number two, working on the mindset. And number three, being consistent. So within all of that, let's talk about the number one thing in terms of what I eat to help me to lose that weight. And there's no great secret to this, because wherever you go, wherever you look on the internet, it tells you that protein is so important. And protein isn't just for bodybuilders, it's not for people, just for people going to the gym. Everybody on a weight loss journey needs protein. But even if you're not on a weight loss journey, protein is really important. And it's important for so many reasons. One, it helps us to feel fuller for longer because it impacts the hormones and gives us that feeling of satiety. But it's also really good for our bodies. It helps build our muscle. It helps with giving us our bodies the amino acids that it needs. It is so good. So one of the things that I've been so conscious of on my weight loss journey is making sure that I have protein in at every meal. Now, getting our protein in, at every meal can be a bit of a challenge. But in this video, I'm going to share with you some lunch ideas to help us on our journey. Now for this, I did pop into my local Lidl and I did have a little look at what is available. So I'm going to share what I found that is, a good source of protein for lunch. And whilst I say it's for lunch, it can be eaten at any time of the day. But I thought I would do this because if you like in the high street, or you live local to a Lidl, or you're at work and you've got a Lidl near you, sometimes we might need to pop in and just grab something really quickly for lunch or a late lunch, even brunch. So I'm going to share a few ideas with you. So I'm going to pop them up on the screen here so you can have a little look. Now Lidl does a really good range of sandwiches, and I like their sandwiches because they are a different combo of protein. So they've got some here which is chicken and sweet corn, or you can have a chicken salad sandwich, or maybe even push the boat out a little bit and have egg, mayo and bacon. They also do things like egg and cress. They do prawns, a really good selection. And they also do cheese. So don't ever underestimate cheese. Cheese doesn't have as much protein in as your chicken, for example, or your eggs or your prawns, but it still does have protein in too. So, a Ploughman's can be really nice. And you can pair that to bulk that meal out with maybe some soup or a salad. A few green leaves. You can make a salad up yourself, or you can pick up a bag of salad in the store. They also do chicken salad as well, and I think they do different combinations, but when I was in this particular store that I went into, they only had this particular chicken salad in, but I have seen different chicken salads available. Now, if you don't always want chicken, a nice alternative may be a quiche Lorraine. And something like this is lovely because you can eat it hot or cold. Obviously your sandwich you're going to eat cold, But you know, your quiche Lorraine, you can have hot or cold. If you've got a microwave or an air fryer, maybe you can take a slice and warm it through. They also do a lovely tomato and mozzarella frittata, and the frittata is very much like a quiche Lorraine. It's the base of it. It has got eggs and milk, so you're getting your protein there. So really nice option. They also do these Spanish tortillas, and I did see the two different varieties of a potato and onion, and also a potato and bacon. And again, really nice to slice up, take with you, eat them hot or cold or warm if you want to, but then bulk it out and make it a full meal by adding a salad, maybe some more soup as well. You got a nice option. Now, if you want something a bit more hearty for lunch, whether you're at home or you're at work, how about a steak and gravy pie? And steak is a good source of protein too. So you're going to get that feeling of satiety with your steak. Or, you know, maybe even a quarter pounder. Now, with a quarter pounder, do bear in mind that it is high fat. This particular one does have a lot of fat in, but as a treat, every now and again, you might want to have a burger. Yeah, bulk it out again with maybe a salad or some chips or some crisps, you know, just once in a while as a treat. Now, I do like a lasagna, and a beef lasagna. Yes, it hasn't got as much protein in as your chicken salads or your chicken sandwiches, but a nice alternative. Again, if you've got somewhere at work to cook it, be great. Or you might want to cook it at home and then take it in with you and just warm it through. But that is a lovely option. And I don't know about you, but I know that whenever I have a lasagna with maybe a salad on the side, it really feels like a good substantial meal. So a really nice idea. Now, there's some staples that I did see in Lidl, and obviously, you know, you can buy your chicken that are ready-made or ready prepped in packs. You can slice them up, but also things like tuna. Tuna is such a staple. I've always got tuna in my cupboard, and that has really supported me throughout my journey. Now, you know, sometimes I will do occasionally tuna pasta. Yeah, boil up my pasta, stir in some tuna and some mayo. Might do a tuna bake and get that in the oven and bake it all up. Or even just mixing it up with a bit of mayo and seasoning and using it as a filling for your sandwich. You're going to get your protein in that way. Or even just on a baked potato, great option. So, you know, having that tuna it's really supported me on my weight loss journey. I've always got tuna in because it's, you know, really nice. It's not as high a protein as chicken, but it's still a really nice option. There's also things like eggs, and you can do the same with that. You know, you can mix up some eggs or boil some eggs and make eggs. What am I trying to say? Boil up some eggs and do egg mayo and have that in sandwiches or on a jacket potato, or even stir it into your pasta as well. Really lovely option. And what I do like, and whilst this hasn't got much protein in, is tins of soup. Easy to go. You know, take the soup with you, pour it out, pop it in the microwave if you've got one at work, you know, or if you're at home. It's quick, it's easy. Now, if you do want a soup with protein in, then think about things like chickpeas. Doing a chickpea soup, you've got a little bit of protein in there, or lentils as well. And you can often buy those in tins as well, so they're convenient. So, but also just to bulk up the soup, you might even want to take some chopped chicken and chop it up, pop it, stir it in, or drink the soup with like your tuna sandwiches or your chicken sandwich or your chicken salad. So it just bulks out that meal and make it really hearty. And then let's not forget snacks, guys. You know, we mentioned cheese earlier. Things like your Baby Bell is a nice snack. It just whilst it hasn't got as much protein, it's a nice snack because it's got a little bit of protein. It's also got your calcium in there as well. The same with cheese strings. Nice alternative if you at that time of the afternoon you just want something to nibble on, or it might be that you want to round off your lunch, whether it be a sandwich or your soup or your steak pie, whatever it is, just round it off with that little bit of cheese. Hummus is lovely as well, again made of chickpeas. I've got protein in there, makes a really nice snack. But also, if say like you like a 2-course lunch, you might have your sandwich or your steak pie or your frittata, and then you might just want to round it off with maybe some hummus, with something like hummus bites. I absolutely love these. Again, a little bit of protein in there, having it with the hummus, it's going to make a really nice crunchy snack throughout the day. You might even have those hummus bites with some soup as well. So yeah, you know, you've got lots of options. And with these hummus bites, there's a denseness to them. Unlike crisps that are fried, these are very dense. So personally, I find that I can't eat a huge amount, which is brilliant because it saves on calories. But I do feel like I've really eaten, and they are quite filling as well, just like a small bowl full. And having it with my soup, again, or rounding off a sandwich, lunch with it, it's you know, it's going to be really nice. So guys, that's just a few things that I found in Lidl, and I'm sure you can find these sandwiches and snacks in Aldi's or, you know, any of the main supermarkets. But I just hope that it's given you a few ideas of how to get your protein in. But protein is absolutely key on the weight loss journey, and I love making sure that all my meals have protein because it reduces the need for me to snack after. Because once I've had a protein filled meal, even if it's not super high, although that is my aim, is to find a meal that's got, you know, 30, 40, 50 grams of protein, even if I don't find that and I've just had a snack, even you know, say like a chickpea, some of the hummus bites with a little bit of hummus, it makes me feel fuller than if I had, say, like a bag of Walker's crisps, yeah, because of the protein in it. And that has really helped me on my journey to losing over 12.5 stone to date. So guys, I hope that was useful for you. Do let me know what you do for lunch. Do you buy your lunch or do you make your lunch? And if you do, is it packed with protein? And let me know, if it is, what it is that you have. I'd love to know. Guys, thank you so much for being with me today. I'll see you on the next video. Take care now. Bye.